All right, that should fix that. I apologize. My apologies. That should fix things. And I have to dump out and then come back into the audio. I don't know why, but glad you're here. And I missed you guys last week. Missed seeing you every day and talking to you. And we had a lot to do. We were going to talk about the vacancy on the Milton City Council. Obviously. Can't let that go. Can't let that go. We've got to get that talked about today and much, much more. Your phone calls, your texts, the telephone number to call is 850-771-0049. My name is Nick Stewart. This is Sunrise Santa Rosa. Welcome, Risers. Glad that you're here. And you can text. If you text in, please. Hey, Elizabeth. Okay, sorry. It was work related. The ones that yeah, we missed everybody. All right. So if you got a text in, please don't use pronouns. No pronouns. And you can call it. Hopefully we'll talk to you. Jeff Snow today. Hopefully he'll call in. We got some stuff to talk about and your info as well. So stay tuned for all of it. Hey, your forecast for today. Sunshine and clouds mix, high near 76. Winds around 10 miles an hour. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. This evening will become overcast overnight, low near 58. And then tomorrow, cloudy, occasional rain in the afternoon, high near 72. The chance of rain, 70%. Rainfall, about a quarter of an inch. We've got some heavier rainfall coming our way for the next few days. And so, don't like that. Lots of rain. Not as much as some might get, but we will get some. So please keep that in mind. And stay weather aware. God bless you. All right. We missed you too, guys. Kim, everybody missed you. I sure did. All right. Let's get started, shall we? Hey, there's some cool stuff going to be happening. I'd like to handle this local events. Santa Rosa County Tourist Development Office has announced April events in Santa Rosa County. Bands on the Blackwater Spring Series. It's a free outdoor spring and fall concert series. I love it. Held Friday nights in downtown Milton. And April 2nd from 7 to 9, New Blue. April 9th and 7th. April 9th from 7 to 9 is 1211. April 16th, Bay Bridge Band. April 23rd, Pearl Clarkin. And April 30th, Buku Groove. Sorry. Then Highway 87 Outdoor Market at Pickett's is April 3rd and 17th. That's the outdoor market. It takes place the first and third Saturday of each month. Glad to get back to normal on some stuff. The Santa Rosa County Fair, April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and April 8th, 9th, and 10th. There will be rides, evidently. So that's good. There was talk that there were no rides. That would not be that's not the fair. Now I understand the livestock stuff and that kind of thing, sure, but yeah, family atmosphere, gotta have the rides. Easter at the Gulf Breeze Zoo is going to be April 4th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Egg hunts, face painting, bounce houses, Easter bunny photo opportunities, that kind of thing. So lots of stuff going on coming up in the month of April. Weather should be nice and get back to normal, whatever that is. There you go. I look forward to that kind of stuff. Someone changed their minds. It was financial. I think it was a financial thing that they brought the rides back. Just guessing. So keep that in mind. Here's the Bands in the Blackwater thing I didn't put up earlier. So New Blue. Looking forward to that. That one guy looks like Ben Shapiro. Just saying. All right. This is kind of crazy. There were shots fired here in, where's the Shell station? It's on 9 Mile and I-10. About 4 p.m., according to the Escambia County Sheriff's Office, the suspect was described only as a black male wearing a plaid shirt that was driving a new model white Honda Civic with custom black rims. No one was reported to be injured in the incident, but several motorcycles were hit by the gunfire. The Escambia County Sheriff's Office, listen to this, said the gunfire erupted after some sort of altercation between the man and the group of bikers. You think? It wasn't, they were just playing. There was some kind of altercation. What kind of, wow. Way to go, Sherlock. There must have been some kind of altercation to cause the gunfire like this. I don't know what kind of, that's pretty obvious. I would think that would be fairly obvious, but I don't know. That's just me. All right. So this happened in Pace. 3 people were taken to a local hospital after a vehicle crashed into a building. According to the Pace Fire Rescue District, the crash happened about 3:14 on Friday afternoon at Santino's Pizza and Grinders. It's under investigation by the Florida Highway Patrol. I hope those folks are all right. But, man, look at that. Pretty wild. Think someone did what? Brewed to bring the guns out. I don't know. Something was going on, kind of funky, wasn't it? Hi, Mary. Thank you. Glad to be back. Glad to be back in Florida. South Carolina was lovely, what I saw of it. Do you know what I hate? I hate airports. I hate airports, and I dislike people in airports. Just, it's the thing. It's a real thing. What else is going on? Under legislation, this is weird. Very weird. Under legislation now under consideration by Florida lawmakers, county election supervisors would be able to withhold information about the ever-present possibility of systems being hacked and voter records being altered. Hold on. Why? And they talk about the dangers of the voter fraud and the hacking and all that, but why would they be able to withhold it from us? What would be the purpose of that? What do you gain from that? And how is that important? How does that help the people? It doesn't. And how does it help the authorities to withhold that information from you? Now, I have a problem with that. I got a real problem with some of you people. Not you, but people you know. But look, why is it? No, it's too bright. So why is it that they have to withhold information from you? Anytime the government talks about withholding information from you, that should concern you. You should go, I don't think I like that. It's not in your best interest that we tell you the truth. Oh, great. Thanks. Yeah. 850-771-0049. Why would they withhold information from you? That's not good. We've seen in past election. Listen, I want to tell you this. Doug Broxson doesn't want you to have that transparency. Voting rights government group watchdogs and members of Florida's congressional delegations have been pushed for greater transparency in disclosing those breaches. But Doug Broxson would go the opposite direction. Now, why? Why doesn't Doug Broxson want you to have that information? How does it? It doesn't help you. It doesn't help you, the voter. How does it help him? Well, we're trying to protect you from the truth. Really? Great. Love to hear that. Mercy. Yep. 850-771-0049. It doesn't help anybody. It does not help anyone. And I'm just telling you right now, you need to keep this in mind because these people, it's getting worse. And when it comes to the voting stuff, it's getting worse. And it doesn't sometimes make a difference what party they're in. Florida House Committee takes up its own effort to rewrite vote-by-mail rules on Monday as part of a Republican push to enhance ballot security, in quotations, the article puts it, despite no evidence of widespread problems. That's how the article puts it. All it wants to do is reinforce the laws. That's it. That's it. The House Public Integrity and Elections Committee on Monday would require 24-hour monitoring of ballot drop boxes, either by guards, election officials during work hours, or by surveillance cameras during off hours. It would also require voters to provide identification, such as their social security numbers, to update registration information. How dare they? How dare they require that there be some kind of monitoring at drop boxes? Oh, no. I know. Gotcha. If it needs to be rewritten to say that after the breach of security that we should ever be informed. I know. A lot of them forget that. Yeah, because Broxton forgets that he's employee of the people, and Cassandra apologized for using he. God bless you. Yeah, but what is the purpose? What is the purpose of withholding that information? And that's the question we got to ask. Good morning. Is this Jeff Snow? Good morning, sir. How are you doing today? Excellent. Good deal. Good to have you with us this morning. All right. So we got several things to talk about. So I'll let you just kind of lead off. So what are some of the big takeaways from the meeting the other night? Now, was Sharon Holly there? Was she present? Okay. All right. So Sharon was not there, but she resigned via a letter and took some people by surprise, did it not? Oh, hold on.
Understand it? Yes, it caught everyone by surprise. I did not know about it for sure.
So, and now some people are saying they can't hear you. So hold on a quick second. I'll make sure that everybody can hear you. Can you guys hear Jeff now? Hold on a second, Jeff.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on for me. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that you can hear Jeff. Hold on a second. There's a slight delay. So, all right. Very good. All right. I think we got you. All right. So, Sharon resigned by letter. Took a lot of people by surprise. So go ahead, sir.
Yeah, basically her letter states that that the council is unable to get things done, and due to several of us are being we're being led by outside influence. So I guess in my case that would be the citizen.
I guess.
That's how.
It's a little.
I guess if you do what the citizens want you to do, I mean, of course, not everyone agrees with every decision we make, but we have the last election, the city of Milton voted all good-hearted people in that truly care about Milton. Unfortunately, Miss Holly has a different theory. She's proven it over and over, and she doesn't take responsibility for her own shortcomings. And so she shifts the blame off to others. And the citizens of Milton have seen what has taken place over time, and basically, her and her good old boy network is getting less and less.
Well, and look, Ms. Holly was not beneficial to the city. I mean, let's be realistic. Whether you agreed with her or not, it wasn't. It drugged the meetings out. She drugged the meetings out with a lot of really inane kind of things. And we have. I think that this is going to benefit the city tremendously with just her stepping aside, not being cruel, just with the no shows or the stomping out in anger or whatever. There you go. So Kate says that she has a new platform. What's her new platform, Kate? I don't know. Anything else interesting about the meeting that you thought? Well, now this was kind of a shock to the mayor as well, was it not?
I'm not sure. I have not heard the mayor's take on this, but yeah, that's about where it is. Basically, caught everyone off guard. But she was unprofessional in the meetings. To us, is understandable, I guess, or understand that.
Yeah.
But how she treated citizens on a very routine basis throughout the meetings was definitely unacceptable.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And the meetings will not drag on like they used to. I think they'll be cut in half in time. So
good. Yeah.
It'll be things are run good, and our council has been very effective. In the last 5 years I've been there, we've paved well over 40 roads. Numerous businesses are coming into Milton. A lot of the old buildings that were empty are full now. Your favorite, the splash pads built. So,
Jeff and I don't agree on everything.
Great things. And there's a lot of more good things that are in the works that should be amazing for Milton. So a lot of great things are going. I'm not going to say it hadn't been a bumpy road, but you know what? Change it's not always smooth and easy.
Right.
We got a great staff at City Hall. Do we have room for improvement? We always do.
Sure.
But we have a great group of people that are willing to listen to their citizens and take their ideas. Especially, a lot of them have better ideas than we do, and when we all work together as a team, it only benefits the place where we all live at.
Right. Well, I think that this is kind of a necessary change, and it's a good thing that she did it. I was concerned about it dragging on until 2022, and so she has kind of remedied that herself, and congratulations to that. So,
yes, sir.
All right. Anything else that you want to kind of share is coming up in Milton?
Not that I'm allowed to put out yet. So
I got you.
We're looking forward to Publix getting started soon.
Yeah.
And I will just say a lot more businesses are definitely on the way. So
very
we're
cool.
looking forward to that. And a lot of other opportunities. Stay tuned. It's coming. And
awesome.
We're working hard to get it all done.
And one thing I love about Publix is a chantilly cake. It's the best. It's the best. It's a $26 hickey, but it's a good cake. All right, Jeff Snow, thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Nick, and welcome back, sir.
All right, thank you. Have a great day. Appreciate you. All right. Jeff Snow, Milton City Councilman. So, yeah, Sharon Hawley is out. Maybe some Matlock binge watching. I don't know, but we will keep you posted. So, so Kate, I didn't get that information from you on that. So send it to me again. And if you have trouble, call me and we'll set up another way to get it, because I don't get everything. So public subs are awesome. All right. But the cake, it's the cake. The District 1 wants to support Rubio, I suppose, is the they. All right, we'll see. We'll find out what happens. 850-771-0049. But Sharon Hawley is out. And that's and I'm glad that she did it. I'm glad that she did it. But look, when you don't show up, or you're storming out of meetings, or you have a comment on every single thing that goes on, it's a little tiresome. Now, the bad thing is this takes away from the entertainment value for you. Yes, it's frustrating, but that's what caused you to watch, right? People watched the events. They watched the stream because they knew there was going to be, and that's what made it interesting for the viewer. But again, if it's going to be a little less lengthy, that may draw some more people as well. 850-771-0049. All right. So there's this about the voter stuff as well. Florida House Committee takes up its own efforts. Oh, he did that one. Quick resolution is what a circuit court judge is stressing in the lawsuits filed against Skanska USA. This stuff is just, at least 75 businesses have filed lawsuits against Skanska USA now 6 months after Hurricane Sally. There's been little movement in the courts until now. On Thursday, Attorney Sam Giesler met with the representatives from Skanska for the first in-person meeting between the two sides to determine a timeline for the court proceedings, as well as what factors should be argued in a trial. Giesler said the U.S. District Court Judge Roger Vinson displayed empathy for the dozens of businesses and expressed the importance of resolving the case very soon. It doesn't mean he's going to rule one way or the other, but he just wants these issues resolved and not hanging around. The takeaway from me is that the judge appreciates the importance of this case, the impacts on the community and the public and the businesses as well. He wants these matters resolved as soon as possible. I think Skanska once again has left no doubt that they'll invoke every technicality or law to escape responsibility. And we're working day and night to fight on that, said Giesler. So there you go. I don't think Skanska has a snowball's chance in Pensacola, August. Just saying. 850-771-0049. It needs to be taken care of. It needs to be remedied. People need to get their lives back. And the bridge is still not complete. It's still not complete. July 4th is what the new number is. Florida Department of Law Enforcement is investigating a deputy-involved shooting that took place Saturday morning in Pasco. It happened around 6:45 at the racetrack gas station. Now, according to the sheriff's office, one of their deputies was pumping gas at the racetrack when James Zambrano, 79, pulled in and started talking to him. The deputy said Zambrano began rambling and said he wanted to kill somebody and wanted to drive his vehicle into the gas pumps. The deputy said he spoke to Zambrano for about 15 minutes to try to de-escalate the situation. He even offered Zambrano a cup of coffee and suggested they talk about why he felt like killing people. It did not de-escalate. Several deputies, including a hostage negotiator, showed up. They spoke to him for more than 40 minutes to try to figure out what was going on. And Zambrano also said he wanted to shoot people. So here is that. It's pretty interesting. So here is that exchange. Check this out.
James, your tires are flat, bro. Your tires are flat. Bobby, throw them. What are you doing? What are you doing? Thanks. What are you doing, James? What are you doing here, bud? What are you trying to do? Park. Don't reach for anything. Do not reach for anything. Do not. Put your hands up. Bash the window.
He had a gun. He has a gun.
Put the window down. Put that gun down now. Put the gun down. I do not want to do this. Put the gun down. Put the gun. I do not want to do this, sir. Please do not do this.
This goes on for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Down.
They're trying everything they could do. They had to end up shooting the man. Now, he is in the hospital. He survived, but this is wild.
Yes, you do.
He had his hand on the gun. And he says, I don't have a gun. I can see the hand on the gun.
Put your hand on the steering wheel now. Put your hand on the steering wheel. Now. Put the hand on the steering wheel. Do not touch that. I see it. It's got a brown handle. Do not do it. Do not do it. I don't want to shoot you, sir. It's the last thing I want to do. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please do not do it. No.
Yeah, but they had to end up shooting him. He would not relent. Now, I want to put this out, is that this is not a black man. This is a white man. And the police shot him. I just wanted that to be clear. Not a black man. He's a white man, and a white elderly man. And they had to shoot him. 850-771-0049. I lost this account somewhere. It's gone. I don't know where it went to. Had another story. Local. Lost it. All right. It's all right. We'll take your calls, 850-771-0049. All right, so Monopoly, we all, the game we love to hate. Why do we end up playing this game? It takes forever, and nobody's happy at the end. You want to play Monopoly? Oh, that's what always ends up. However, they're changing it. It's going to receive a socially conscious makeover. Hasbro will change all 16 of Monopoly's community chess cards to remove outdated concepts. The company said the classic version of the cards, which included prompts referencing beauty contests and holiday funds, were long overdue for a refresh. New community chess cards will focus on topics that emphasize community. Hasbro asked the public to vote on potential replacements with rewards for in-game actions such as rescuing a puppy or shopping local, among other options. Other cards would penalize players for forgetting to recycle or blasting music too late at night. Hasbro said the updated version of Monopoly featuring new community chess cards will be available this fall. It wasn't clear if a classic version of the game will still be sold. Is that Monopoly? Rescuing a puppy? I don't know. Come on. It's not the same. It's not the same. And, why do they feel they have to change and update these things? If you want to come up with a new game, come up with a new game. Leave classics alone. Leave them alone. I know, right? It's the most ridiculous thing. Rescuing a puppy. Yeah, it could be you could leave the beauty contest in there and say, yeah, you want a trans beauty contest. You could do that. That would make it more woke. Or something about join Black Lives Matter. You join Black Lives Matter, pay $500. I don't know. Everyone gets a trophy. Yep. Everyone gets $100. No, everyone gets a free $200 from Go. That's what it'd be. Voted for Biden to go straight to jail. Donald Trump is Monopoly. Yeah, that could be the problem. Could be the thing. All right. If they wanted to, they should do Mar-a-Lago and Trump properties. That would be awesome. Maybe they do have that. Maybe I've missed that one, but that sounds pretty cool. 850-771-0049. Pittsburgh police arrested a man after he stabbed a 12-year-old boy in the neck standing in line at a McDonald's. Wow. Crazy. Charles Edward Turner, 51, has been charged with criminal attempted homicide, 4 counts of aggravated assault, 2 counts of simple assault, and resisting arrest. The boy was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Standing in line behind the family just stopped in to get a quick bite, and this guy just tackles the kid. And they notice a slice on his neck, and that he's bleeding, and they try to pull him off the kid. It sounds like a drug-induced kind of attack. They're still investigating. Maybe it was a hate crime. Maybe he hates 13-year-old boys. I don't know. But hopefully they think the boy's going to be all right. So that's crazy, isn't it? You're standing in line. You're just standing in line. Mike says I was in Gulf Coast Gun the other day, and they have Joe Biden mags for AR-15. Oh, okay. Good. I don't mind that. That's pretty funny. What else is happening? There was I don't know what happened to this. I lost some stories somewhere, which happens every once in a while. But there's a guy in Panama City, and he jumped off a balcony with a homemade parachute, several floors up. 14 sticks in my mind. 14 floors up, and his parachute did not open. Now, the police said it looked like a homemade parachute. It could be the Acme Batman outfit that he had some problems with. Now, easy, Kate. But the man obviously did not survive. His chute did not open, or his Batman outfit did not work. One of the two, but there you go. The Acme Batman outfit, which is a great thing. I'm surprised they don't sell those things. People may need to wear face coverings and socially distance for several years until we return to normality. That's according to a leading epidemiologist in London. Mary Ramsey, the head of immunization and public health in England, said basic measures could be in place until other countries successfully roll out the jabs. She also said the return of big spectator events required careful monitoring and clear instructions about staying safe. So I think certainly for a few years, at least until other parts of the world are well vaccinated, as we are, and the numbers have come down everywhere, that's when we may be able to go gradually back to a more normal situation. Warning, it was very important that we do not relax too quickly. Any circulating virus would inevitably pick on those who are vulnerable. We have to look very carefully before any of these restrictions are lifted. Now they are saying years. And you're right, Jason. So now they're saying it's going to be years before we are back to normal. Texas Roadhouse CEO and founder Kent Taylor has died at the age of 65. News of his death was announced this week on the restaurant's social media. We'll miss you, Kent, because of you and your dream of Texas Roadhouse. We can say we love our jobs every day. He took his life after battling post-COVID related symptoms, including severe tinnitus. So he is no longer with us. So Kim says, no vax for me. Now, before we get into this, because this ties into Joe Biden's very poor border policy. Joe Biden, his border policy has people pouring over the border, and they are not vaccinated. They do not have any tests running for them. And so COVID is pouring across the border in hordes. Here's my thought on this, people. This is just a guess. But the intent is to inflame the coronavirus back up. Very high rates of infection. So they can force you, for your own good, to take the vaccine. To make you take the vaccine. I don't know. I don't know if he took the vaccine. I don't know if Kent took the vaccine. They've not said that. But I will tell you this, that They're blaming everything on COVID. Everything's being blamed on COVID. And so I imagine it's going to be COVID-19 supported by lead poisoning for this guy. Just guessing. The same woman who went viral for not wearing a mask at a Galveston bank, we showed this to you last week, was taken into custody for the same reason in Texas City. Let me grab that here for you. Is this okay? Here we go. Check this out. I'm gonna get out of the way.
Ma'am, if you refuse to leave, you're gonna go to jail for trespassing.
You can't. You want to read this? These are my
I'm not gonna ask you that. Grab your stuff. Let's go.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
You're in violation of the law. You want to hear this or not? Ma'am, what are you doing?
Don't jerk away from me. Don't jerk away from me.
You see this?
Yeah, I saw it.
You see this? You know where it
I
came
do.
from?
Turn around.
You know where it came from?
Turn around.
Okay, I hope everyone's filming this because it's a major violation.
Listen, I don't want to hurt you.
Major violation.
You're on.
You gonna take me down?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Hey.
No.
Yes.
So this woman obviously needs a hobby. I mean, I can't imagine going and getting arrested everywhere I go to make a point. But she's making a point, and I get it. And they arrest her. The one cop goes, "Didn't you do this in a bank last week?" Later on in the video. So anyway, there you go. She gets arrested yet again. It is not, and you're going to see more of this. You will see more of this. I also want to throw out this, and I was going to get the video. I ran out of time this morning to grab the video of this. But our friend Mike Bates, we love Mike Bates. And Mike Bates went to the gun buyback program in Pensacola on Saturday morning. We sold out. We ran out of money way early. We closed at 9. We were supposed to go to 2. We ran out at 9:30. Yeah, I know sometimes the video I know what the problem is. So we ran out of money, and so we had to close down early. It was a big success. Well, Mike Bates went and bought some weapons. He went and bought a couple of shagged out revolvers and a rifle. Spent $175, turned them in and got $450. And he told the news station he did it. Love Mike Bates, one of my favorites. Good for him. The whole thing was ridiculous. The whole gun buy. They got a pellet gun. They got a flare gun. It's so ridiculous. She wasn't wearing a mask, Elizabeth. That's what the whole problem was. She refused to wear a mask, and that's why she was arrested yet again. Pretty crazy. I know. You don't want to talk about that. You don't want to promote that because then you're going to be one of those. You are a what is the word they're using now for? It's the words change all the time, but you're going to be a domestic terrorist because you called for it, because you mentioned it. You're going to be a domestic terrorist. You will be. That's how they work. But people have had enough. The governor lifted the mask mandate and left it to businesses to enforce their own policies. Now, this was in Texas, and businesses are enforcing them, but just refused to serve her. Now, if she's disturbing the peace, she was reading this law, and if you feel she's disturbing the peace, call the police because she's disturbing the peace. If she doesn't want to wear a mask, just ignore her. You don't have to serve her. Just say, listen, we can't serve you without a mask. If you want service, we'll put on a mask and we'll serve you. Otherwise, we can't help you. And just go on. Just go on. I lived in Texas for 20 years, Jason. I know. It's a prediction. No, I got you, Kate. I got you. But yeah, go Mike Bates. We love Mike Bates. All right. I want to do... all right, so here we go. I've been waiting to do this ever since I saw it. Here you go. President Biden's falling up. President Biden's falling up. It's too windy. Yeah, it was the wind. It was the wind that made him fall down. Holy smokes. Now he gives us a salute. What a freak. Look at him do a little jig. What a crazy... Oh, my gosh. He is out of his mind. Check this out again. You, as he fall... Whoop. 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 Not good. That's not wind. Here's the weird thing about it, is that CNN helped propagate, helped push the thing that it was the wind. It wasn't the wind. It was not the wind. Mercy. It's sad. Yeah, nobody helped. And I think this is it. And that's a good point, Kate. Listen to this. I don't think people didn't go help because they were told, don't help him if he falls or something happens because it will look bad on him. Yeah. That's what I think. Don't help him. Yeah. He's fallen up. I couldn't wait to sing for you. It's Trump's fault. Yeah. Did you see the clip of Trump hitting the golf ball and the golf ball hit him in the back of the head? Someone did a cool little video on that. Poor guy. I know. And it is sad. He needs to go down the stairs when it's windy. Well, he almost did. But yeah, the wind was like at 10, 15 miles an hour. If you're that feeble that you go down when the wind's blowing 15 miles an hour, you got a problem. And Biden has a problem. He has a deep, deep issue. 850-771-0049. Oh, my goodness. After being banned from multiple social media platforms for inciting violence ahead of the deadly riot at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th, where 5 people died and none of it Trump's fault, Trump plans to make a comeback online by way of a new social media platform. Jason Miller told Fox News Media Buzz on Sunday that he expects Trump will return to social media in about 2 to 3 months with his own platform that he's creating. I'm on. He needs his own platform. And I'm there. And I'm sure most of you will be too. What else? Michael Sherwin, the federal prosecutor tasked with investigating the January 6th riot at the Capitol, told 60 Minutes in an interview that aired Sunday night, evidence collected thus far likely meets the threshold to charge some suspects with sedition. Any person charged with sedition is effectively accused of attempting to overthrow the U.S. government and faces up to 20 years in prison if convicted. Sherwin said that he observed former President Trump's rally to get the sense of the crowd's temperature. He compared it to a carnival-like environment. That is subjective. That's not objective. He said that as the event progressed, he noticed some people in tactical gear who left the speeches early. Can you connect those people in tactical gear with those who were at the Capitol building? I don't know. He said it was unequivocal that Trump was the magnet that brought the people to D.C. on the 6th and asked out loud if Trump's criminally culpable for everything that happened during the siege. Wishful thinking. The ongoing influx of migrants at the U.S. border is growing so dire that left-wing CNN had no choice but to call out the Biden administration for denying them access to what many believe to be a crisis of their own doing. This is CNN's Pamela Brown examining the issue, if I can find that video. Here it is. Check this out.
New details tonight on the extent of the Biden immigration response. ICE has paid for hotel rooms to shelter over 1,200 migrants as it waits for their cases to move through immigration courts. Part of an $87 million contract with a Texas-based hospitality nonprofit for shelter processing services and health assessments, including COVID testing. But as the situation at the U.S.-Mexico border gets worse, the media is being kept from it. Despite calls of transparency from the Biden administration, reporters and photographers have not been allowed inside the facilities where thousands of unaccompanied children are being kept, similar to jail-like conditions. This is what White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said earlier this week.
We do want you to be able to, or a pool of media, to be able to have your own visuals and get your own footage of these facilities.
It hasn't happened yet, but even yesterday when the Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas toured the border, media access was restricted. Joining us now is Harold Holzer, a Lincoln Scholar at Hunter College and author of The Presidents versus the Press. Good to see you. Let's talk about this. President Biden ran on a promise of transparency, but between what's happened at the border and the fact that the president has not yet held a formal press conference, this battle with the press appears to be entirely of their own making.
All right. So here's what I want to point out. That how stupid is the press? How dumb is the media that was culpable in helping get Biden pushed to the White House? He didn't win the election. He got pushed to the White House. The media, and they let him pass. No answer, no questions. They didn't question that he didn't answer any questions. They went along with it because this is what we want. And now they're seeing the results of that, hey, they're not giving us access. Duh. How dumb are you? How dumb are you? Yeah, well, it is bad. It is bad. And they don't want everybody to see how ridiculous things are. But this is what it's. We knew this was coming. We knew this was coming. And the media now is going like, oh my gosh, can you believe it? Yeah, I can believe it. I saw it coming. You didn't. 850-771-0049. Oh my gosh, people. I just don't understand. I don't understand how thick some people are. After more than 60 days in office, President Biden has yet to hold a solo news conference. Though the president delivered his first primetime address last week to speak about the country's progress in defeating the coronavirus pandemic, the stretch of over 7 weeks is the longest period a new president has gone without meeting the media in the last 100 years. He will likely face questions about several challenges that his administration faces, including a crisis at the border, the future of the filibuster, and a recent $1.9 trillion stimulus that Republicans have criticized. The White House has said that Biden will hold a news conference before April, in the next 10 days, which, listen, they never announce it like that. It's never done that way. Never done that way. And they let him skate. This man's in bad shape. They are holding him from speaking to the media. Oh, he's answered questions in a little more informal kind of setting. Yeah, what kind of ice cream do you like? This man is in deep trouble. He is not physically able, and he's not up to the job that he has been given. He didn't earn that job. He did not earn that job. You know he did not. 850-771-0049. Diane says, hi, Angie. There you go. Oops. They pre-record him every time. Yep. There you go. There's hi, Angie. That's from Diane. How's things in Texas? All right. What else is happening? Dr. Monsif Slaoui, I don't know, a chief scientific advisor on former President Donald Trump's Operation Warp Speed, said that 90% of President Joe Biden's vaccine rollout plan is the same as the previous administration's approach to vaccinating U.S. citizens against coronavirus. Let me find that video. If I got it. Is it there? Maybe it is not. No, I don't have it. I thought I did. I apologize. But he said that it's the same. It's the same. During an appearance on CBS's Face the Nation, Margaret Brenna brought up the allegations made by Biden, who said the Trump administration didn't secure enough vaccine when he took the office. Just over 4 weeks ago, America had no real plan to vaccinate most of the country. My predecessor, as my mother would say, God love him, failed to order enough vaccines, failed to mobilize the effort to administer the shots, failed to set up vaccine centers. Biden said that changed the moment we took office. Slowy responded to Biden's assertions. I think that's a very negative description of the reality. I do think we had plans. And in fact, 90% of what's happening now is the plan that we had. So, crazy. Yeah. Dumb. With migrant facilities being overwhelmed by a massive surge of migrants, the Biden administration's solution to border crisis is to house migrants in hotels. The Biden administration has awarded $86 million contract to pay for hotel rooms to accommodate 1,200 migrant family members who cross the U.S.-Mexico border. Department of Homeland Security officials informed Axios the hotel rooms in border states such as Texas and Arizona will originally lodge migrants for 6 months, but that could be extended and expanded for an extended vacation. Come to the United States, we'll put you up in a hotel, we'll provide food and shelter and clothing and free movies in the room. It's great. It's great. The hotel arrangements will be organized through the San Antonio-based nonprofit organization called Endeavors, which connects vulnerable populations across the United States to a wide range of helpful services. Democratic lawmakers like Senator Elizabeth Warren are claiming that filibuster is racist. Warren claimed Thursday that the filibuster, which requires 60 votes for most legislation in the Senate, is steeped in racism and must be abolished because it gives the minority political parties too much power. The filibuster has deep roots in racism, and it should not be permitted to serve that function or to create a veto for the minority in a democracy. It's majority rules, Warren told Axios. Well, it's not a democracy. We are a constitutional republic. In fact, Warren, who ironically has used the filibuster herself, claimed the filibuster is a vestige of America's Jim Crow past. They love that. They love the Jim Crow stuff. The filibuster is a later creation that was designed to give the South the ability to vote any effective civil rights legislation or anti-lynching legislation. So there you go. Yeah, it's racist. Everything they want to, as soon as you label something racist, it has to go. Whether it's racist or not, that's their cancel culture thing. Yep. I don't have time to get to all this. You've got to hear this. This is from MSNBC, and they are talking about voting rights, the voting legislation that is coming up. And check this out.
The historic context is important here. We've really only had free elections in this country for about 50 years anyway. This was actually the norm. Until you go to the activism of the 1960s, it was routine for large swaths of Americans to just be absolutely locked out of voting. Black people were locked out of voting. Women were locked out of voting. Asian people were locked out of voting. What we're seeing the Republican Party do now is actually go back to the norm of American voting behavior, the norm of American voter suppression. So we are fighting for a future that we really have only had for 40 or 50 years. So when Senator Warnock is talking about, hey, this is for democracy, this is for our future, he's not just speaking pie in the sky. He's literally saying, I live in a state where this was the history of the state. I am in the state where the blood of John Lewis is in the ground for people who fought to make sure that everybody has a right to vote. And that's what I think people have to remember, that this is not some new thing, that we have a history of this in our country. And if we aren't vigilant and we don't hold these people accountable and we don't listen to their crazy conspiracies, we don't allow people to get on television and say, well, there's voter fraud. You don't allow Ted Cruz or anyone else to get on television and say, I don't know if Joe Biden is actually the president of the United States. We have to stop these people at every single turn because they will take America back to the 1930s, 40s, and 20s and make sure that nobody who's not a straight white male Christian is able to actually vote and exercise their right in this country.
Oh, unless you're a straight white male Christian, you won't be able to vote. That's what the Republicans want. That's what the Republicans want. I think what Republicans want are you to follow the laws. We have laws for a reason. Follow the laws. Because we don't want what happened in 2020 to happen again. We don't want theft of the elections. That's what we don't want. We don't want Xeroxed copies and buckets of ballots being pulled out from underneath the tables. He is a fool, John. He is a fool. All the Republicans want is straight white Christian males voting. Nope, not true. Not true. And they expect you to go, oh, you know what? That makes sense. Nope, it doesn't make sense. All the Democrats want is to be able to cheat as much as possible because that's the only way they can win. Take away the filibuster. That's the only way they can win. Take away voting rules because that's the only way they can win. They're changing all the laws. And that's what they are doing. I better look. Yeah. Watch what's going on because this is dangerous. This is dangerous to our republic. They don't care about democracy. Their democracy is she said majority rules. That's what Elizabeth Warren said. So they've got the majority and they expect the Republicans to sit back and shut up. We are running the show. That's what happens when Democrats steal elections. And they know that they have no chance in 2022 unless they get this Voting Act passed. Be aware. Be very, very aware. Oh, I'm telling you what, they're coming for you. They're coming for your guns. They're going to require vaccines. They're going to make you wear a mask. You will comply. Hold on, kids. It's going to be a bumpy ride. All right. That pretty much does it for today. Thank you so much for joining us. It's good to be back. And share it with others. Tell others. And let's move forward. All right. We will see you tomorrow, Lord willing, at 6 a.m. for more Sunrise Santa Rosa. Thank you so much. God bless you. Stay strong.